so much for giving me the opportunity to come your way. If selected, I promise a train of peace, prosperity, and boundless happiness. And also, I'll do my best to represent our town at nationals. But first, I'd like to let you know a little bit more about me. My favorite color is magenta, my favorite season is summer, my favorite country is America! Yay! And my favorite animal is puppies. My height is 5'10". My weight is 3 pounds, of which I am understandably proud. My measurements are 0, 0, 3, which is also a great source of satisfaction to myself and others. My website is I'mIndeedHot.com, where you can gain a deeper appreciation of the previous information. My screen name is Slinky Minx 287, and my birthday is the 4th of July, 1989. So as of 3 weeks ago, this kind of chatting is totally legal. My phone number is unlisted, but you'll find it on the back. And now, for the brainiac portion of this pageant, I chose to answer the following questions. Why must human beings always suffer? I thought about this question really hard since it counts for more than 50 points, which is more than the swimsuit portion. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized it's really a trick question. Because really, the question should be, must human beings always suffer in the first place? And I totally think the answer is no. We're so smart, no? And I'm talking about human beings in general, not specific idiots like my idiot sister, J.K. Caitlin. If we could put a man on the moon and we can figure out that deadly toxic botulism is good for getting rid of wrinkles, then surely we have the tools to cure any disease, heal envy, infirmity, and enhance any mood. So the problem, my friend, is untapped potential. I urge you to tap my potential. When the sash and tiara are mine, I solemnly pledge that I will do everything in my power to end human suffering. It's up to you, judges. You have the choice between a bunch of other contestants who will blow all their prize money on a trip to Cancun, or the salvation of our very species. I know you choose wisely. Thank you. Thank you. Are you ready for your classical monologue? I am so ready. The rating itself is forced at close to 8 legends of Duncan. Under my badlands, come you and fill me from the crown to toe top. Of Garrett's cruelty, make thick my blood. Stop up the access and passage to remorse that no compunction to his beings of nature. Shade my fellow purpose. No keep peace between. Wherever in your slightest substances, you wait on wavelengths to its mischief. Come, thick night, and fall thee in the dullest smoke of hell, nor heaven peep through the blanket of dark to hide me.
That was a very fresh interpretation.
I like to experiment.
I'm ready to do my Shakespeare monologue. Please tell me it's not from the Scottish play.
No, ma'am.
Thank goodness.
It's from Macbeth.
What are you? You know what you're saying?
What?
Stop it! You're gonna please all of us.
Is this one of those theater superstitions?
This is the theater superstition, and you just crossed the line twice.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for your time. What? Don't forget your hat on the way out. It's an expression.
You're kicking me out just because I said.
Stop it! Now you spin around 3 times and stood over your shoulder. Do it! Now say, oh great Thespis, God of the theater, please forgive me.
Thespis a god.
Do it.
Oh, great Thespis, god of the theater, please forgive me.
Good, now get out. What? Get out! Next!
I really like Oprah's. Did you know that Oprah's actually a fruit? It's also the only fruit vegetables. You can't tell it's chocolate with a gumbo, but if you're ever into Thanksgiving Okra, you know what I mean. It's very drooly. But forward to that biscuits, I think. I wouldn't want to live in a world with no gumbo. So good. I also just like the word gumbo. And gumbo limbo, that's a tree in Florida, but it sounds like a really messy party game. I also do know about making Oprah every Wednesday. I hate it. Wednesdays. Mom, I hate Oprah. Truly, for your information, she said that it was full of vitamins. I don't care about vitamins. Oprah's gross. It truly. So Marcel had rules and you love him. Mom, Marcel's a dog and we don't eat dogs. For your information, young lady, in many foreign cultures, dog meat is considered a delicacy. People eat dogs? Yes, really, absolutely. What? Because no, I'm not hungry. You're biscuits or tomorrow night I'll grind up some Marcel lot to make her meatballs. And then I would cry, and my mom would send me to bed and have dinner. But years later, I finally tried Oprah. I realized it's delicious just because it shows that moms are always right at the end. And you know, she never once killed an 8 dog.
Thank you. Where did you find that?
I didn't find it anywhere. I just really like her graph.
Huh.
I do have a monologue to play.
Is this your classical piece?
I think it's classic.
Go ahead.
Everyone wants to know how I know, sure you know. Everyone's gotta try. Fine. I'm here because enough was enough. I know you know what I'm talking about. I know you know. Life's just one big projection, right? Your 8-year-old playing kickball or whatever, and what happens is the true quote-unquote captains start picking teams. Jimmy always gets picked first because he's the fastest, and Big Steve because he's the only 8-year-old who can kick the ball in the outfield, and you don't mind because, hey, those guys are good. But then comes the next pick, and the next, and the next, and the next, and it's never you. You realize the captains are actually avoiding you. You're like the kickball death or something. When you do get picked, dead last. It's only because they had no choice. That's what humiliation feels like. You never forget that. But you wanted to know how I ended up here. Well, like I said, enough was enough. I was on an audition for a voiceover part, some stupid radio ad for air conditioners or something, and I nailed it. I'm not the person with the most self-esteem in the world, as you may have noticed. So when I tell you I nailed that audition, you know I was good. Everyone was laughing. I had the casting director in stitches. So when she smiled and said, "You'll be hearing from us," I really believed it. So a week goes by, no call yet, and I think, hey, maybe they're taking their time. Then while I'm driving my crappy day job, I flick on the radio, and what do I hear? It's a stupid radio ad. My radio ad. With some other guy's voice, and he's terrible. I mean, he turned it to the most obnoxious, annoying, awful commercial. The kind that makes your skin crawl. The kind that makes you want to drop everything and turn off the radio. The kind that makes you want to stop your car and turn around and speed back to the shiny office where they promised you that this one time, you've done a good job. You kicked the ball in the outfield, and they wanted you on your team. By the time I ran my car through the plate glass window of the office, I didn't care about being on the team anymore. And now, I'm dead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've never heard a monologue before. What's it from again?
It's a plan for myself.
Damn, that's impressive. What's it called again?
The Thinly Veiled Threat.
I see.
Do you?
Will you try it for me, please?
Murray Hill 40098. One moment, please.
I don't see how it could be busy for that long. It's my husband's office, and he's working late tonight. And I'm all alone in the house. My health is very poor, and I've been feeling nervous all day.
Ringing Murray Hill 40098.
Hello.
Hello? Hello, is Mr. Stevenson there?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello, George.
Yes, sir.
Hello? Who is this? What number am I calling, please?
We've heard from our client. He says the ghost isn't great for tonight.
Yes, sir.
Where are you now?
In a phone booth?
Okay, you know the address. At 11 o'clock, a private patrolman goes around to the bar on 2nd Avenue for beer. Be sure that all the lights downstairs are out. There should only be one light visible from the street. At 11:15, a subway train crosses the bridge. It makes a noise in case her windows are open, and she should scream.
Oh, hello? What number is this, please?
Okay, I understand.
Make it quick, as little blood as possible. Our client does not wish to make her suffer alone.
Knife, okay, sir?
Yes, a knife would be okay. And remember, remove the rings and bracelets and the jewelry in the bureau drawer. Our client wishes it to look like simple robbery.
Okay, I can.
Oh, how awful! How unspeakably!
Your call, please.
Operator! Operator, I've just been cut off!
I'm sorry, madam. What number were you calling?
Why, it was supposed to be Murray Hill 40098, but it wasn't. Some wires must have crossed, and I was cut into the wrong number. And I've just heard the most dreadful thing. A murder! An operator, you'll simply have to retrace that call at once.
I beg your pardon, madam. I do not quite understand.
Oh, I know it was the wrong number, and I had no business listening to these two men. But they were cold-blooded fiends, and they were going to murder somebody, some poor innocent woman who was all alone in her house near a bridge. And we've got to stop them. We've just got
What
to.
number were you calling, madame?
That doesn't matter. This was a wrong number and you dialed it. And we've got to find out what it was immediately.
But, madame.
Oh, why are you so stupid? Look, it was obviously a case of some little slip of the finger. I told you to try Murray Hill 40098 for me. You dialed it, but your finger must have slipped, and I was connected to another wrong number. And I could hear them, but they couldn't hear me. Now I simply failed to see why you couldn't try to dial Murray Hill 40098 in the same careless sort of way.
Murray Hill 40098. I will try to get it for you, madame.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, madame. Murray Hill 40098 is busy.
Operator. Operator.
Yes, madame.
You didn't try to get that wrong number at all. I asked explicitly, and all you did was dial correctly.
I'm sorry. What number were you calling?
Can't you, for once, do something specific? Now, I want you to trace that call. It's my civic duty. It's your civic duty to trace that call and to apprehend those dangerous killers. And if
I
you
will
won't-
connect you with the chief operator.
Thank you.
Miss Curtis, will you pick up on 17, please?
Yes, dear, what's the trouble?
Somebody wants a call trace, can't make head nor tail of it.
Sure, dear. 17.
Yeah.
This is the chief operator.
Chief operator, I want you to trace a call, a telephone call, immediately. I don't know where it came from or who was making it, but it's absolutely necessary that it be tracked down because it was about a murder. Yes, a terrible cold-blooded murder of a poor innocent woman tonight at 11.
I see.
Can you trace it for me? Can you track down those men?
It depends, ma'am.
Depends on what?
It depends on whether the call is still going on. If it's a live call, we can trace it on the equipment. If it's been disconnected.
But of course, they must have stopped talking to each other by now. That was at least 5 minutes ago, and they didn't sound like the type who would make a long call.
Well, I can try tracing it. Now, what is your name, ma'am?
Miss Stevenson. Miss Albert Stevenson.
And your telephone number.
Plaza 42295. But if you go on wasting all this
And
time...
what is your reason for wanting this call traced?
My reason? Well, for heaven's sake, isn't it obvious? I overheard these two men. They're killers. They're planning to murder this woman. It's a matter for the police.
Have you told the police?
No, how could I?
You're making this check into a private call purely as a private individual.
Yes, but
Well,
meanwhile...
Mrs. Stevenson, I seriously doubt whether we can make this call for you at this time just on your say-so as a private individual. We'd have to make something more official.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you mean to tell me I can't report a murder without getting tied up in all this red tape? Why, it's perfectly idiotic. All right then, I will call the police. Ridiculous.
This is a test. For the next 60 minutes, this classroom will conduct a test of your emergency information retrieval system. This is only a test.
I shouldn't have done this.
It's going to be worth it.
This wasn't a good idea.
You know the stuff, right?
I don't feel good.
You're going to get an A and you're going to think.
No, I should have slept.
I told you a little sleep is worse than no sleep.
Oh, for you maybe. You do this all the time. I'm not used to this. I shouldn't have done it. I should have taken my phone off the hook.
You did the right thing.
It didn't work. I don't know anything.
Yes, you do.
I don't. I have to study some more.
Relax.
Saladin, a Muslim sultan in Egypt in the 12th century. His name means keeper of the faith. He grew up in Lower Mesopotamia.
Stop it. It's too late to study now. You either know it
You know what I learned last night? I learned that the Battle of Hastings was in 1066, and I learned that Thomas Edison's middle name was Alva. That's it. That's all I know. If we're asked when the Battle of Hastings was, I can say the Battle of Hastings was in 1066. If he asks what was Thomas Edison's middle name, I can say Alva. Other than that, I'm completely phony.
No, you're not.
Evan wouldn't have done this.
What does Evan have to do with this?
He has the best grades in the class, and he didn't stay up all last night.
Who cares?
He's going to get a better grade than I do. Didn't have you calling him every half hour to say, "Are you still awake?" "Yes, Louise, I'm still awake. I'm still awake, Louise. I'm still awake."
Calm down.
It's all the caffeine. It makes me nervous.
I know.
I lose my concentration.
Me too.
I lose my concentration.
Don't worry.
I have to start.
No. Trust me. Just close your eyes and relax. Think about something else. Are you thinking about something else?
This is a pen. A what? A pen. A what? A pen. Oh, pen. This is a pen. A what? A pen. A what? A pen. Oh, a pen. Let's go. A what? A pen. A what? Let's go. Oh, let's go. This is a walk. A what? A walk. A what? A walk. Oh, a watch. This is a walk. A what? A shirt. A what? A shirt. Better than all that. Sorry, we got it.
What about it?
That's what I'm thinking about.
So?
It's stuck in my head.
What do you mean it's stuck?
It's stuck in my head.
Think about something else.
I can't.
Good morning, students. I hope you're all ready to go. I know I am. So, there are a couple of things I'd like for you to keep in mind while you take this test. It is a test, of course, but it's also quite important. Alan, are you all right?
Fine.
As I was saying, keep in mind that this isn't only a test. This is your midterm. How you do today, this morning, will determine to a large extent how you do for the rest of this course. And of course, how you do in this class is a major factor in determining what, if any, colleges you might be accepted into. It might help if you didn't think of this as a test, but so much is your future. Your future in 58 minutes. Any last minute questions?